Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's Thursday, and I am going live. Today is a really good topic for everyone. I'm super excited. It is the 9 outbound strategies, recruiting strategies for hiring faster. So, before we get started, I definitely want to introduce myself. My name is Miracle Simeon. I am the COO of Vo Professional Services. And just a little bit about Vo. Our vision is to provide clients with a roadmap that creates an environment where employees operate at their full potential. Again, we are a HR consulting company. We help small to mid-sized businesses with any of their HR needs, and our specialization is culture. Culture is everything. So, culture, servant leadership, and of course, HR practices, because we lead with the inside out to building your HR team and making sure your employees operate at their full potential. But today, we're going to talk about, of course, these 9 outbound strategies to hire faster. Okay, so the time that's going on right now, it is kind of hard to find that top talent now. I feel like everybody is kind of doing their best they can. And the first tip that I want to tell you guys is, let's think about resetting our mindset and move from our traditional reactive, we just post and hope, to a more proactive way of recruiting. Like I said, it's a struggle out there to get that top talent in, to get somebody that is smart, that's going to operate at their full potential for your company. So this is just a couple of different ways, different strategies on how we will attract those top talent candidates out there. So, of course, let's just do something more than just the post and hope that people see our posts, let alone and apply, that are actively looking for a job at the moment. It's a lot of just hoping and waiting for miracles if you do that method. So, the second one is to go the extra mile with managing your contacts. I'll give you a great example. So I had 3 phone screens today. One of the candidates is a really good candidate and they're going to go to the next round, but the other two were a good fit, culture fit, but not a good fit for the actual position that I'm currently recruiting for. But still, I don't want to just throw away the other 2 candidates. I, of course, have a track of their contact information, kind of some of the things that impressed me during the phone screen. And I go back and I revisit that list at least once a month and kind of revisit or remind myself of what struck me about that candidate, and see if I can just kind of reach out to them and see how they're doing. And which goes in hand with the next one is building that relationship with the candidates. When you're recruiting and sometimes you have like a full day of back-to-back interviews, by the time you get to the last one, you could be tired, you probably haven't ate or anything like that. So just be mindful of how you are treating treating these candidates, because you want to never burn a bridge. That's essentially what I'm saying. Never burn a bridge, because you want to go back and reach out to these candidates later on and see, hey, what are you doing? Just checking in. So that's always a good thing to do. Let's take advantage of social media. So you, hiring manager, your team, tell them to repost that open position, and there's somebody out there that you can really get candidates and extra eyes on that, of course, on that open position. If you utilize social media, we are always on social media, so that's always a good tool. Target the open to work badge on LinkedIn. So this is a good strategy that I always use. Those badges that says open to work on LinkedIn, reach out to them like, hey, I would love to talk to you for a couple of minutes just to hear more about your skills. You already have their profile, essentially their resume. So look at those and see if they would be a good fit. So go ahead and initiate that conversation. Custom ATS links. Essentially, if you don't have a referral system, you need to get one. I don't care how small you are. The people who work for you know those people. And the good thing about referral programs and systems, um most of the time employees don't, they are very conscious of who they stick their neck out to, and so they'll tell you like, this is a good candidate, this isn't a good candidate. Most of the time they're like, I would want to work with them, I wouldn't want to work with them, I know their work ethics. So a lot of times you do get a lot of good referrals from people because they want to not put their name on out on everybody, if that makes sense. So the next one is message LinkedIn accounts with matching skills. So if you're on LinkedIn and you see this person, and specifically for the skills you're looking for is in their title and in their profile, again, shoot them a message and see if they're interested in opportunities, or the best way that I always say it is, hey, do you know somebody who's interested in this particular role? And then they will either put their hand up or they will, send it to somebody and refer different candidates to you. So that's always a good way to get those good talented candidates in, because if you have someone that you see on paper, of course, or they've been doing things on social media and you think that they're a good candidate, 9 times out of 10 they have friends that are aligned with their personality as well. So that is a good way to get talent in outbound wise. And then the other one is to utilize recruiting systems to make that candidate experience better. So that initial interaction with a candidate and when they're going through the process is so very important. That candidate experience, they will either tell somebody else or they may reject the job just because they felt like the experience or they had to just go through too much to even apply, all the questions and you upload the resume and then it wasn't pre-filled when you're answering the question. So put yourself in the candidate's position and go through your process as if you were a potential candidate and see if there's some ways that you can improve the experience on the other end, because that'll make the hiring process in a whole faster. And last but not least, try the Boolean system of search in LinkedIn. And it is highly, highly effective. It's the use of using it's in a nutshell, being very specific in your search. So you use the word capitalized and or not, and then utilizing the quotations. So I'll give you an example. If you're going in LinkedIn and you're searching um, accountants. So you have an open position for accountant role and you just search accountants, or bookkeeping. That's a better example, bookkeeping. It's going to pop up every LinkedIn profile that either has book or keeping in it. So book a flight or book your travel, anything like that, but you're looking for a bookkeeper. So you would utilize the quotations, so it is exact, book first and then keeper. So you're looking for a bookkeeper, and it should be all capitalized. So bookkeeper in accounting accounting. So you are looking for people who do bookkeeping and they do accounting, and because that's what you are actively recruiting for. So then it kind of specializes your search and you're able to go after those accounts or those people in that certain area. And you can get really, really specific with these type of searches, bookkeeping and accountant, not, I don't know, not HR. That's the only thing that came to my mind, but not that it excludes a certain word, or not in oil and gas. That's something, because you want a specific industry. There's just example of how granular and specific you can get in these searches to target specific skills or requirements, or in CPA. So they're a bookkeeper, they have accounting experience, and they have a CPA. And then we can go out and kind of, send them a message or invite them to apply if they're interested. Or my favorite, hey, do you know anybody that would be a good fit for this role? But again, those are my 9 outbound strategies for recruitment and recruiting faster, because we are moving away from just posting and hoping. We want to be very strategic and proactive on how we are recruiting talent. So, of course, if you need any help, of course, you don't want to go it out alone. So, if you need any help with any of these type of strategies, Vote is here for you. So, we have 4 different tiers in different stages depending on where you are at in your organization. You may be a small company and just looking to gear up for your first hire, and you want to get start off with a handbook. You want to start off with onboarding and just being more strategic about even hiring your first person, the right forms. Do we have an application? Are we going to do drug screen, backgrounds? All of those things, are they classified correctly? Because we have to make sure people are classified. Please reach out to Vo, and we will help you no matter what stage you are. And here is our contact information. But thank you so much. I just wanted to jump in. We will be doing this, of course, every Thursday at 1:30, just providing content and tips for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to message us, leave us a comment, and I look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Bye.